What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Disgaea 7. In this video, we are going to be going over the 5 best early grinding stages. Now, a few things to note, okay? These stages are not supposed to be grinded for a very long time, okay? These are simply to get you a few quick levels if you need them. If you want to actually grind properly, such as to, level 5,000, 9,999 or something like that, then you want to actually watch my dedicated EXP grinding video, as that is a much superior way. However, if you don't have access to that method or you cannot do that method, then this method will serve you better. So let's talk about the actual stages first, okay? Also, what you want to do is, using the cheat shop, put all of your CP available into EXP, okay? This means you can lower your mana or something like that, depending on where you are in the story, down to 40%, 50%, whatever, and then you can stick all the extra points into EXP. Likewise, raise the enemy strength as much as you can handle, okay? That is important for all but one of these stages. Now, let's actually look at the stages, shall we? The first stage that is actually going to be pretty decent for leveling is going to be stage 3-4. The reason stage 3-4 is actually pretty decent for leveling, okay, is first of all, it is going to require some throwing. However, as you can see, there is a blue geo effect right here. And then this geo symbol right here also has 50% extra EXP. Simply move a unit all the way up, grab that geo symbol and throw it onto the blue panel. And then these units will give you 50% EXP. They are also in a line sort of shape. However, because of the gap here, okay, there is very few attacks that can actually one-shot them in a single turn. However, if you wanted to, you could throw the units into, either the center crab one to turn it into a single higher level unit that you can then murder, or you can use extra units to throw the sea angels here, 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 and here. That way you can then use a normal X-shaped skill such as the bow skill to murder them all in one turn. Now, let's move on to the next stage, and this one is going to be stage 5-1. okay? The reason for this one is, even though it doesn't actually have any EXP effects or anything like that, it does, however, have damage 20% tiles. So this means you can actually use the 3x3 healing trick on this stage. Simply bring out 9 units, okay, and then have them in a 3x3 grid. Obviously, I'm not on the damage percent, I'm not on the damage tile right now. I'm just showing this for, the general look, basically. But this is what you want to do. Obviously, just have them on the actual green tiles. Then for your 10th character, bring it out and just stack it next to the units that you are going to heal to level up. What you want to do, okay, is ideally do this with a feline with low health, and then you can get an extra attack as well, but that's not super important, and you also run the risk of dying then as well. Basically, every time you end turn, you will lose health. So what you want to do then is simply use a 3x3 healing skill. It doesn't matter which tier skill you use, they all give the same amount of EXP. And then simply target all of the units. This way, you will be healing every single turn. Obviously, you need to have damage already received for this method to work. So as long as you are healing stuff, you will be earning a ton of EXP and about 4 times more than the buffing method used in the demo. Likewise, make sure all of your support characters on the corners have development support, okay? And then if you are also in the full game, you can also unlock the Sea Angel class to get a ability from that called Happy Hour. What that basically does is, if I just show you on a character right now, what that basically does, sorry, Happy Song, not Happy Hour. It basically just gives all units on the map an extra 30% EXP. So, if you have 9 units with that, that's an extra 270% EXP. 5 units with this, because you can have an extra unit in a tower. so you can actually get an extra 250% from that. That is a total of over 500% extra EXP, and then you just keep using heal over and over and over on all the characters. Of course, on the character you are going to level though, make sure you actually have your EXP evil teas on, just to ensure you get as much EXP as possible. Now, let's move on to another one, and this one is going to be more for EXP, mana, and HL. However, realistically, you never want to farm HL in this game until you are at complete end game. Okay, until you are completely at end game, the gotcha is the best HL farm. For this one, you want to go to stage 7 free. Okay, the reason for this one is, once again, the enemies are in an X shape. Okay, so you can easily murder these very, very quickly. However, there's also a bunch of geo effects. The first one being an attack 50%, allowing you to kill them a little bit easier. Then you have HL 50% for an extra money gain, mana 50%, and EXP 50%, allowing you to get a huge stack of bonuses. One thing to watch out for, okay, is these zombie maiden classes do actually have the unique evil tea upon death revive with 20% of HP. This means you cannot one-shot them using a single character. Instead, you would need either 2 characters to murder them with, or you would need to spend 2 turns doing it. But again, just one thing to keep in mind. Also, I'm pretty sure that these can hit level 99 using the enemy stars. I think it's around 6 or 7 stars if I remember correctly. And of course, level 99 enemies do still give the same experience as level 322 enemies do. So it is one thing to keep in mind. Now with that, let's take a look at the last 2 stages, shall we? The next one we're going to look at is stage 9-4. Stage 9-4 becomes helpful because there are 2 groups of units all in an X-shape pattern. Okay, so you can very easily kill them, and the geo effects are you can get attack +1 quite easily. So you can throw attack +1 onto the green symbol here, then you would get 2 attacks if you want to use the buffing method using things like magic boost and so on and so forth, with an extra 100% EXP. And of course, don't forget happy song and your EXP boosting evil teas as well on your main unit. Likewise, on the other side is another X-shape pattern with mana 50%, or, well, 2 sets of mana 50%, taking you up to mana 100%, allowing you to very easily farm mana as well if you want to, but farming mana, super pointless, just farm EXP. Now, let's take a look at the last stage. However, if you can do this last stage, don't do it, okay? It's going to be stage 14 free. The reason I say do not do this stage is very, very simple. Firstly, okay, if you are capable of completing this stage, right? If you are capable of completing this stage, obviously you also need to kill that geo symbol as well, which does make it a little bit more annoying. But if you are capable of doing this stage, you can do the final Martial Gara stage. And that is a much better layout and higher level enemies. But essentially all you want to do is bring a unit out, destroy that purple geo symbol with a ranged attack like magic, for example, allowing you to move up. And then if you want to, you can simply use a ranged attack from here or something like that. Or you can use another ranged attack to destroy that geo symbol as well. With all of those things done, okay, what you then want to do is simply murder these enemies off. However, as I say, if you can do this stage, don't do it. Instead, use Final Martial Gara. Now, let's have one bonus stage, which is not going to be the final Martial Gara. Also, ignore the fact this says DLC. It is not DLC. It is in the full base game. I don't know why it's called DLC. It's just your typical martial dimension that you pass from the Dark Assembly. So for this one, you want to go to the first trial. Okay, the reason being for that is once you complete the stage the first time, you have 5 dragons on 50% EXP and 50% mana, and they're level 81. What you can then do is, using the cheat shop, increase the enemy stars by 1 star, and these dragons will be level 99. Again, giving the EXP of level 322 mobs. This is definitely the best farming stage before you can farm the final Martial Gara stage. However, if you can farm the final Martial Gara stage, then definitely take a look at my ultimate EXP farming video, as that would be much superior to these methods. Still though, guys, I hope this video has helped and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please be sure to smash that like button and of course drop a comment down below, as it really helps the channel out. And of course, if you want to see even more guides and information for Disgaea 7, down below in the description is my Disgaea 7 playlist as well. And if you want to speak to me personally, either drop a comment down below and I'll reply to it, or you can simply click linktree, and in linktree are all my social medias, including my Discord server, where you can come and join me and a bunch of other Disgaea fans. We have an awesome community which you totally want to take part in, trust me on that. As always though, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.